channel, Tableau King. In this video, I'll show you how to display the top N and bottom N customers in the same Tableau chart. We'll cover two different methods. The first method uses the famous set method using sets, and the second method uses the table calculation method using first and last functions. Please note there are other two functions or the other two methods which can be used to achieve this. It can be done using the window functions and also using the index function. But today in this video, we will cover the first two methods. Okay, so without any further ado, let's hop on to Tableau Desktop and go over it. Okay, so our first method using sets, what we need to do is we need to create a parameter that allows the user to control how many customers should be displayed. So we will go here and create a parameter. Let's give it a name, top n and bottom n. We will create an integer and let's give it a default value of 5, and let's give all the allowable values so the user can enter. Our parameter is done. Let's show this parameter. Okay, now let's create the top n set. In this video, we are looking to create the top n and bottom n for the top customers, for the customers by using sales. So what we will do, let's go to the customer name and create a set. Let's rename it to top n. We'll go to top tab, choose by field, and our field in this case will be sales. And without hard coding any value, we would like this value to be controlled using our parameter, which is top n and bottom n. Okay, we have our first set, which is top n. Next we will repeat the same process to create the bottom n set. So go here, create a set. This time we will rename it to bottom n, and the same process by field. This time we will select bottom. Similarly, we will select our parameter and our field value will be sales. Okay, now we have got both top n and bottom n. Okay, now one we have two sets, one containing the top n customers and the another containing the bottom n customers. Now to use both the sets uh, in the same chart, what we will do, we will have to combine these two sets. How do we do this? We can go to any of the sets, right click and select create combined set. We can rename it to combined set, and let's top n can be combined with the bottom n set. Correct. Now the first option, which is already selected, is the all members in both the sets. Despite the wordings, this option creates a union. So it includes customers that are present in either the top n set or the bottom n set. Okay. Okay. Now let's bring customers to rows and bring sales to the text. Let's also sort this in descending order, and we will sort it by a field which is sum of sales. Let's drag our combined set and see what happens. Boom. What do you see? We have the top 5 customers and bottom 5 customers in the same view. Let's test this. Let's see. We can see top 10 and bottom 10. What we see is we see the top 10 and bottom 10 customers in the same chart. At the Tableau level, each set is dynamically evaluating customer membership based on selected measure, which is sales, and the value of the parameter. The top n set identifies the customers with the highest aggregated sales, while the bottom n set identifies the customers with the lowest aggregated sales. And then our combined set creates a union of these two groups. Correct? So whenever the parameter value changes, Tableau recalculates both sets and updates the members displayed in the chart. Let's hop on to the second method. I'll create a new sheet and name it as second method. Before we start with the calculation, let me bring customer name in rows and I'll bring sales into text. Similarly, we'll sort this out using descending and our field will be sales. Now, let's go ahead and create a calculated field and we'll name it as top slash bottom n using table calculation. So I'll write our calculation if first is greater than minus our parameter, which is top n bottom n, then top n customers. I'll explain this after once I'm done with the formula. Else if last is less than our parameter, then it is bottom n customers, and if it does not fall into any of these, we will name it as others. And so let's understand what this calculation is doing. The first function returns the position of the current row relative to the first row in the partition. So what happens for the first customer, the first function returns 0. For the second customer, it returns -1. For the third customer, it returns -2 and so on. Therefore, when the parameter is set to 5, our first condition, which is first is greater than -5, identifies the first 5 customers in the sorted view. Similarly, the last function works from the opposite end. For the final customer, the last will return 0. For the customer immediately above it, last will return 1, and it continues increasing as we move upwards in the view. Therefore, our condition, which is last less than 5, identifies the last 5 customers in the view, and every customer between these two groups is classified as others. I hope the calculation is clear. What I'll do, I'll drag this field into the filters and I'll select bottom and top and I'll unselect others, and let's see. Boom. What we see? We see the top n and bottom n in the same chart. If you see, the result is the same for both the methods. Let's test it by changing the parameters and see the top 5 and bottom 5. Yeah, I hope it is clear. So just understand, so which method we should use. I would say use the set method when you need reusable top n and bottom n groups or want to use the result across multiple worksheets and calculations. And then the second method, which is the table calculation method using first and last method, if you want a quick view level solution and are comfortable controlling the sorting and table calculation settings. Also, let me mention that the credit for this tip goes to Kapil Dhiman, from whom I learned this approach. Thank you so much for watching Tableau King. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with anyone who works with Tableau. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.